all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Hello, model citizens. Welcome to Humanity Junction. Tonight on Trains and Tech, my goal is just to get through the stream without the internet crashing on me again. And Ed O'Connell asked earlier whether people would basically take the over-under, I think it was, on whether I would succeed. And if I was a betting man, I would probably be betting against myself. We'll talk a little bit about what was going on and what I think may have solved it. I don't even know. But I got some stuff to show. We can talk about some stuff, whatever people want to talk about. We can talk about Dennis throwing his back out if that would interest people. But yeah, this week has been a little bit trying. I guess let's start off by, I don't know, what do we want to start off doing? Why don't we show some of the stuff that I bought that I don't need whatsoever, which is definitely a theme around here. So Jub not only got the stickers, Jub ended up with 2 late night hobby kits thanks to our wonderful USPS. Let's see the subway. You know, I keep thinking about, I gotta clean up. So here's a good place to start. We could actually, why don't we actually start with this? I've been talking about wanting to clean up and get rid of stuff, right? So I've got these listings on eBay, and I don't know who Dude Nuzzo is, but obviously watched some of the video, but maybe not all of the video. But Dude Nuzzo said, where's the bidding war that was advertised in the video? Talking about my live stream from last week. Yeah, start at the beginning. I don't know where the beginning is anymore. I don't know where the beginning ends or the beginning starts. So Dude Nuzzo says, where's the bidding war? I came here looking for a cage fight and I find one bid. So what I said was, I was thinking about bidding or setting it up like low, thinking that like maybe get more than one person interested. But then people were like, no, 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 just set it at like a reasonable price, whatever. So I do have one bid, which is a good thing. If you want to follow along, let's see, it ends in 35 minutes and 40 seconds. So it may or may not sell. No, I think it's going to sell because it has one bid. So provided the person pays, it's going to sell in 35 minutes. I've got it all packaged up. It is ready to go. I got the box here. It's all ready to go. So all I need to do is slap the label on it when the guy gets here. I did post one other item as well. But this item, I was doing a little bit of research, and there are a ton of these for sale. So I don't know, even at only $15 or best offer, someone wants to offer me some money or whatever, you know, just send me an offer. But it's a cool Lionel car. It actually like makes noises and stuff, but for whatever reason, like if you search for the Lionel thing, you can see there's a lot of people that are selling this same exact thing. So I don't know how well. Let's see, shipping lowest first. Let's go list view. All right, so this guy, Human City, has the lowest price, the lowest buy it now price plus shipping. Apparently if I ship it to myself, it's going to cost me $6 just to ship it to myself. Yeah, let's not start sharing our internet glitches if you're having them. Oh no, you know, it's so funny, David, I was going to ask you if you hit your head this year, and I said no. I'm not going to ask him. I am sure that nothing went wrong, so I don't think we have to worry about him. You know, he knew from last year to be careful, but did you leave a mark on it, or did it leave a mark on you? I don't know what is being offered here, but I am going to avoid that because the boat does not float. The boat has holes on the bottom of it, which has a speaker in it. So you can put 2 AA batteries in it. And I don't know what, I don't know. I know it probably should. It probably definitely should, but I don't know. This guy, Human City, seems to have the cheapest listing of it, so hopefully we'll get lucky and that guy will end up selling this thing. Who just knows? I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm trying because I bought all this stuff. So I gotta keep kind of, I'm trying to move out more than I bring in, and it's just not going very well. But here's one thing that I bought. So this is something that I've really wanted. It was very difficult for me to get this car, and I actually ended up getting it as a gift. It came up on eBay, and it was purchased for me as a gift. This was the 2017 Solar Eclipse car from Microtrains, but I got the 2024 Solar Eclipse car in, and I should have another one coming. I actually got 2 of them. Wait, there's another kit to give away? What kit is there to give away? What did I miss? I missed something. Oh, shoot. No, there's not another kit to give away. That's me being, I need to turn this off. Sorry, my fault. My fault. All right, it shouldn't say that anymore. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, there is not another kit tonight. We need like a counter. All the glitches during the stream, we could just have a little counter in the bottom right corner that just keeps a total of everything that goes wrong today. Okay, so there is no new kit tonight, but if you look very closely here, you might notice a new kit that might be given away in a little bit. But before we get to that, not this week, but maybe in the future. Exactly, we need a glitchometer. But so I was excited. I got this car. It's kind of neat graphics on it. I mean, I like it. I like this kind of stuff from Microtrains. I know a lot of people prefer the more prototypical items, but I just think this stuff is fun. And for me, I don't know, model railroading is about fun, or at least I try and make it about fun. So this was one of my latest Microtrains purchases, was the 2024 car to go along with the 2017 car. So I don't know, do people like, I mean, I guess part of why I'm asking this is because I got a comment on the video that I made, or not on the video, I got a comment on Facebook. Somebody was like making comments like, you know, oh, what is that, like a Lionel O-scale car? As if it was, you know, as if Microtrains doesn't make a whole bunch of that type of stuff. I mean, I've got a lot of the stuff I have from Microtrains is that type of thing. So I don't know. It was just interesting getting the Facebook message as if that was something that was, I don't want to say not normal, but it was, I don't know, it was weird. I like the specialty stuff. I mean, I do. For those of you, actually, while we're talking about this, why don't I go here real quick? I'll just show you this also. If you go on my webpage and you go down to the Riverside Transfer N-Scale point-to-point layout, if you scroll down past the track plan, you can see the image of the car, and I've actually put the paint colors for the car here, because I did send some decals out to some people, and they've gotten them, and they've been asking me about them. I also put up a bunch of photos as well. So if you go to this page here, it's got a bunch of photos of all of the paint stuff that John from John 2618, RailServe John, did, but it just gives you a view of this car, so you can see kind of how it was painted and stuff. And then on the very bottom of this page as well, I have the colors there as well. Yeah, John, I think that Eclipse car would be really cool to have in O-scale as well. And I do think it's kind of, right up, it's something I could see them putting out. So I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that. Yeah, Derek, I saw that. He did that a little while ago. I do know there are a couple of other people out there that are also making their own. Cameron, I mean, we can go down that rabbit hole again, but I don't know. I think it would be hard to deny that XF70 is the right color by looking at the work that John did here. I mean, that's pretty good colors right there. I don't know. Jason, you know I have O-scale. It's just up top there. It's not. Can you even see it up there? No, you can't even see it up there right now. But it's way up there. It is up there. I just. It's another one of those things I got to get working again, and I got. I got stuff in the way. There's boxes up there that I need to sell more stuff on eBay. I do actually have, if somebody does buy the boat, that is also packed up and ready to go, because I got a delivery from Train World. I have a problem. I actually had a cart full of stuff from Train World. I had 3 of the Broadway Limited Imports P5As, as well as a bunch of, and I came very close to purchasing all that stuff. I'm glad to say I didn't end up purchasing all that stuff. The G scale stuff is right next to the O scale stuff. I gotta get that running, don't I? I really gotta get that running up there. I gotta get the subway running again. You guys can't see it. There is just a pile of mess on the floor over here. If guys haven't seen it too, I just want to mention it. I see a bunch of people that were at the meet and greet this past weekend. I believe I saw Carolina Foothills was there. Alan from Mason-Dixon was there. Let's see, who else is here that was there? Well, you can go check out the video. Bernard was there. A bunch of people were there this past weekend, so a lot of videos came out. So check that out. Yeah, yeah. Between my bare feet and all the stuff that's on the ground, I don't know. But the stuff I bought from Train World that gave me the box that I put the flat car with the boat in, I didn't buy the P5As, but in addition to the P5As, I had all of these vehicles in there as well. And I've been kind of, what's going on with the audio? Why am I cracking up? Oh no. Oh no! It might be time to replace, did it stop? Let me know if it stopped. I don't know. If it didn't stop, I can try something different. I think I may need a new, I might need a new lav cable. It seemed, Lynn, I thank you so much for the super chat, although now you make me nervous that I may not make it through the end, so I do appreciate it, but we'll see. Yeah, so if it starts cracking again, I'm just gonna pull the lav and I'll just clip the microphone right to my shirt. It might be time for another one. I've been using it every week for over a year now, so you know, we'll see. Did he who what? Run over to B&H, just don't give in to all the fun toys here. Yeah, I actually have another one. Whether I can find it at the moment, I'm not so sure, but I do have another one. I don't know if it's gonna work or not work, but yeah, I don't have a way of, you know what it could be? It's almost like the gain's too high. I wonder if it's clicking. Oh, yeah, I did actually. I wonder if it's clicking because the gain's too high, or if it's just clicking for other reasons. I don't know. Anyway, so I got a bunch of these cars. I didn't end up buying the P5As, but I did already have these cars in my cart. Train World was having a sale, so of course I had to buy these. I did also buy something else. I bought some of these little containers here. I'm thinking I'm going to start taking these cars out of these boxes, because these boxes kind of take up a lot of space, and if I move these over into containers like this, it'll make them smaller. I'm not quite ready yet. There is a wire. There's a wire. There's a wire that goes from here down to what's in my pocket. I'll be honest, Dennis, I have no idea what era these are. These are, most of these, well, actually, all of these are the, what do they call it? Classic Metalworks. Mini Metal Works. Mini Metal Classic. Collect the entire series of Mini Metal model vehicles only from Classic Metal Works. Presented by Round 2. So I've got those from previous purchases too. I've got a couple of other cars that I bought as well. I've kind of gotten into buying some of these cars, but these little things, they just take up a lot of space. So I think it would be in my best interest to start to start kind of putting them into different containers and stuff like that as well. Yep, I did see that. That's an interesting thing that's going on. The way it works is you join their conductor club for $30 a year, and then they offer like a really good discount once a year. So they now have the big boy for $200. I think it's the stealth version though. I'm not sure which it is, but oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. Round 2 is the main company. They also have civilian model kits, slot cars, and sci-fi model kits. I do have some Hot Wheels, but they're a little too big. I've thought about looking for some Micro Machines stuff, but they've become a little bit of a collector's item on eBay, so they're kind of expensive. I'm not really sure they're anything I want to buy. So I guess one of the interesting things about pulling all these cars out is I put these buses, hold on, let me, too much stuff, just stuff everywhere. Let's go, let's put this up. So I started getting confused. So these buses are, this is the Miami bus. I don't even remember what bus this is. Oh, this is from Mastermind Creation. This isn't even from Round 2, but I thought this is a Mini Metals one also, but it says it's a Mastermind Creation. So I'm not sure if they're the same brand or not. But I was looking at these buses. Correct, DCC without sound. They come with the speaker, I believe, though. Yeah, Micro Machines are a little too big too. That's true. You bought 5 big boys? Woo! Oh, the wheel carrying case. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I mean, these I think were 4-pack for like $10 or something like that. But I don't want like a carrying case. I just want them to kind of stick into things temporarily, like until I get them on the layout. And I do. That's a goal as well. I would like to have some Riverside Transfer like work buses. But back to something I want to mention. So I was looking at the size of these buses, and I pulled this bus out, which is the Rapido bus, and I was looking at this thing compared to the other buses, and I was like, this thing is huge. And then I realized it's actually HO scale. I don't know why, but I thought when I first bought these, I thought these were actually, oh, there's all kinds of stuff in here. I thought these were actually N scale, not HO scale, but these are HO scale. So this is the HO scale bus from Rapido. But then what really, yeah, exactly, crew and track game bus. But Nathan, if anybody knows the answer to this, I am very curious as well. What I'm going to try and do is I'll put like half of them on one side of the layout and half of them on the other side of the layout. I don't know. All right, so I agree. It looks small for HO, but if you look right there, it says HO scale. And here's the part number. If someone wants to go look it up, Rapido 573004, it says HO scale right on this. Because but it's big for N scale, right? I mean, look at the size difference between those two. So here's what's really confusing though too, right? Is that this also claims to be HO scale. This, I think, is HO scale. This is from Iconic Replicas, and it says it's 187th scale. So this coat, this looks like HO scale to me. This, oh, this is lighted too. I forgot about that. But if this is N scale, this looks big to be N scale, no? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is the same height. Maybe it is the same height as these. It's just that it's so much longer. So it is the same height. Huh. So maybe this is N scale, but the box, what really confuses me is now the box says HO scale on it. But I thought I bought N scale ones. Okay, it's N scale because I have the HO version and the box is bigger. So they just printed HO scale on the N scale box just to confuse little old me. So, yeah, I do, right, I get that it's, you know, it's longer because it's a later version. Well, I am happy to say, I guess it seems like maybe we did solve the mystery. Maybe that really is correct. I didn't realize the Rapido bus was lit though. Did I know that when I purchased it? I don't know that if I knew that when I purchased that or not. Who knows what was I thinking when I made the purchase? Does anybody know? I'm looking at the box too. Does it say anything about having lights in it? After years of bringing museum quality model buses in HO scale, Rapido Train now brings you the same quality in the iconic new look bus in N scale. There you go. So I guess these are N scale. I guess mystery solved. We can call off the dogs. We figured it out. Oh, that's really cool. They do have in the Iconic Replicas, they actually have the bus that goes right by me, right outside this window here. And Container Man got it for me. I don't think he realized it was the one that literally went past the building. But it was really cool to get that as well. Do I want to be a bus driver? No, I think I am not somebody that would do well sitting in a bus for long periods of time. I think I just might lose my mind if I had to do that. I'm very impressed with people that can spend all day driving. I don't know that my nerves could handle that. So why don't we go on to another story? I don't know if this one is so much a problem, but yeah, I know. I don't know if this is so much a problem, but this was kind of something that I screwed up that I thought that I thought some people might find interesting, maybe not. But this kind of gets into my, like, you know, I see something and I buy it because I don't know, but so in my bathroom, I have a mirror, and over the mirror in the bathroom is lights. And the light, I know, but riding a motorcycle is very different than driving a bus for other people. I would do a road trip where I drove a bus for myself, but driving a bus for somebody else. So I have a bathroom. It's got a mirror. It's got lights over the mirror. One of the light bulbs went out recently. So I've been thinking about replacing it, and I said, you know what? Instead of replacing it with regular light bulbs, I am going to put in some smart bulbs. And I was very excited because Govee, which is the lighting that I use for a lot of the stuff you see here, like this lighting that I just turned on behind me that you can kind of see going on and off in the lower corner. That's all Govee lighting. The lights under the subway, like all the floodlights back here, all this stuff. This is all Govee lighting stuff. So I like their stuff. So they sent me a like a discount offer. They were having a sale on these. So yeah, you like that segue? I'm pretty good at that. I try. So I decided to put these smart bulbs in. And then after the smart bulbs arrived and I was about to screw them in, I realized that I had thought about doing this project a year earlier. But my bathroom doesn't just have lights over the mirror. My bathroom also has a light over the shower. And the light over the shower is on the same exact switch as the light over the mirror. So now here I am. I have this downlight that I cannot convert. Well, I can convert it to smart technology. It would just take more work than I really want to get involved in. So now I'm not sure what I'm going to do because I spent money on these bulbs. I don't really have anywhere to put these bulbs. I bought them direct from Govee, so I could return them, but it would be a pain in the butt to return them. So I might still put them in my bathroom anyway. So I don't know. I wouldn't. I would not use my cell phone to take a shower. I have in my bathroom, I have a small Alexa thing that I use for music. So when I go in to take a shower in the morning, I say, Alexa, play some shower music, and it plays some shower music. And I thought, it might be nice to kind of say put them on eBay. I might just use them anyway, and it might, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I went through all this stuff. I was having a bad week. I don't know. So I bought these by mistake. Now I have these. Yeah, wouldn't that be great? Actually, I wish Alexa had a, I wish she had a, what's that called? A bidet, where you could say, Alexa, turn on the bidet. Yeah, there you go. See, like, people know, like, right? Like, I think we all want Alexa to do some things for me, but this was one of those things that I bought that I now have no idea what I'm going to do with it. I may see, I think if I just use the switch and turn them on and off, I do think that they will turn on and off, and they should come back on at whatever was the last color that I turned them off on. But it was like a year ago. I thought about this in a year ago, and I was smart enough a year ago to not buy them. This year, I was not smart enough. I think we've come up with a new idea. I think someone needs to pitch that idea to a bidet maker, license out the Amazon, the young lady that would live in the bidet, and you could just yell out her name and she would turn it on. I know. I gotta say, my girlfriend hates the smart stuff. She's starting to appreciate some of it. Definitely starting. Yeah, it was like I saw the discount and I just ran right for that discount. And I said, let's just jump in there. So to answer DB Tech's question, ends in 6 minutes and 30 seconds. I know that the high bidder is somebody named, I don't remember. I thought it showed it somewhere. I don't see it here. I'm kind of curious if this is somebody in the community or not. But yeah, see, I think a little bit, you kind of have to be somewhat of a geek. I mean, even if you're just using DC and running a train in the loop, there's something about turning the knob and providing power to something and having something else. The minimum bid, which was $75, you know, it'll cover costs to get it shipped out and everything, which will be good. We know Dennis is a geek. That's why Dennis hurt his back, right? Is because instead of using the young lady that lives in Amazon devices, he tried to. All right, can you hear me now? This should work. There's a mic in the top of this, so I think it should work if I just clip this to me. Joey, have a good night. I may have a voodoo doll as well. I could be going through puberty. So this is, for those of you who don't know, this is what I've been using as the microphone. It's a cable that runs down to here, and I put the box that I just put on here. I usually have in my pocket, so I don't see anything frayed on this, but it could be. It could be somewhere that there is something that is pinched or not. So I think I have another one that I could use as a backup, or not as a backup, but I think I could probably get rid of this one. I'm kind of curious though. I wonder how long I purchased it. I wonder if I even, let's see if I can even find it. So now the sound is good. That's good. I am glad I finally fixed it. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I haven't bought it that long ago. So according to this, I purchased it. Oh no, that's not it. Hold on. That's not the one. Here's the one. Okay, so this lavalier, I purchased this lavalier on December 17th of 2021. So I'd say I got some pretty good use out of it over the years. So it is probably time to retire it. Andy, are you the new president of the New York Society of Model Engineers? That's a good reason to stay. Heath, you were going to put it on lower and said you would be happy with less. Yes, I would have been happy with whatever, but I mean, if I can get a couple bucks from some stuff, and hopefully whoever buys it is going to run it. So we'll see. So 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Maybe there'll be like a last minute bidding war and like people will I don't know. It's not that exciting of an item. But other stuff, I can show you something else I've done that probably nobody will find very interesting. So this is kind of like right below. So here's the camera that I'm looking into and whatnot. And there's some cars right here on the edge of the layout. And because this is where I stream, I've got my buttons that I push to do different streaming thing right here. I kept knocking these cars over. So you can barely make it out, but it is here. There's a little piece of plexiglass that I put here. So it's just Velcroed on, so I can take it off if I want to. But I'm hoping that by putting this piece of plexi here, I will stop knocking these cars off of the thing. So I don't have a fold down tabletop or anything because it would get in the way. Let's see if I turn this on here. Can you see it? Did it come on? Why didn't it? There you go. You might be able to see there is a keyboard tray here. So the keyboard and mouse are down here. The buttons I push for the stream are here. So Ed's gonna do work. Demand a recount. I always wait until the last 5 seconds and make a bid. Yeah, some people do. Derek, if you want to bid them up, you might actually end up buying it. So it's up to you. But I guess other things have happened. So I got 2 more things to show. I don't know why. I guess we can all kind of like relish in the, we could watch it end. I don't know, like, is this almost as exciting as like watching paint dry? Is watching a eBay auction end that nobody So Ed, what I think Andy was saying is that he may not be president, but I think he may have ended up being a director. So but maybe we'll get more information from him. This is slightly less exciting than watching paint dry. Glue thumbtacks onto the fascia facing out and you'll never knock the cars off again. Yeah, we watched it start, you might as well watch it end. Exactly. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Last minute bid. It got bid up to $77 at the end. So I don't know how this works. I'm guessing that, I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. Looks like somebody named Train 8014. Congratulations. You are the winner. Yeah, but like, how do I know when and where to, I don't know how to know when and where to sell it, but I don't know. We'll figure that out. Oh, I just realized I actually have a couple things. If you guys haven't seen, the new Atlas catalog came out. What I am very excited about is both in N scale and in HO scale. We got some more 4-axle locomotives. There are certain manufacturers that seem to be very stuck on only providing us with 6-axle locomotives, and I am very happy that, oh wait, is this a 6? Oh, this is a 6. Why did I think this was a 4? Oh, forget that. There is the RS11 though. The RS11 definitely are 4-axle locomotives. But yeah, I'm just excited as well. No, I'm trying to get a price from them still. I haven't been able to get an answer on a price from them. They claim they're working on it, but I don't really know. Yeah, I do have some 4-axle BLI switchers, but a lot of the oh jeez, Lynn. I don't really know. Sorry, I have some BLI switchers, but most of my 4-axle stuff is Atlas. That is true. I do have a couple Rapido things, some other stuff as well, but yeah, it's kind of, oh yeah, it's an SD. Of course, that's a 6-axle. But yeah, so there's some cool stuff in the new Atlas catalog. More stuff to pre-order for any of those of you that also have a problem like me. Okay, let's see. Russ says the eBay portal will tell you, Heath, and eBay will send an email when the buyer pays. Okay, so I don't ship it until he pays, I'm guessing, right? So he could take 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, I guess, to pay. So this box could still be sitting behind me for that amount of time. I'm still dealing with, too, I'm still trying to send this box. I've told you the drama of this, right? I tried to send this to Canada and they sent it back to me. So frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Okay, so 2 more things. I made a mistake. And when I say I made a mistake, I made a mistake. When I wired up my layout, I made the decision that I did not want to, I didn't want circuit breakers. I thought I wouldn't use them. I thought I didn't need them. I thought The circuit breaker that is in the command station is just fine. The problem I found is, well, the box was not pink the first time I sent it. The box only became pink after it came back. They claim I didn't fill out the, they claim I didn't fill out, what does it say? Return to sender incomplete customs form. But I've been trying to figure out how to get it fixed, and nobody can tell me how to fix it. A new custom declaration is needed for remailing. So I don't know. Maybe what I need to do is just go to the post office, which is probably the last thing I once did. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, eBay can be hit or miss, that's for sure. Okay, so wiring. I was planning on not using circuit breakers, but what I found is that when I had some people over to operate, there were some situations where, well, that's what I put, but for whatever reason, they say wasn't good enough. So I don't know. When I had some people over operating, they're like, somebody would short out and it would stop the whole layout instead of just a section of the layout. And it got me frustrated, even though I wasn't the guy operating. So I decided that I would try out these PM74s. The reason I want to use these PM74s over some different circuit breakers is that it's got LocoNet inputs and outputs or whatever. So what I want to be able to happen is if there is a short on one of the 4 power districts, I want it to send a message back so that I know there's a short, and it'll like pop up on my touch screens that there is a short. But what I didn't account for was these are pretty big. So these are really big. I didn't plan for these in my wiring. So now I need to find a way to add these in. All of my wiring is set up, like everything has its own set of wiring, but like I didn't wire it for anyway. So I screwed up. The first layout I did, I screwed up and I didn't put in switch machines and I regretted it. This layout, I wired it without circuit breakers, and now I'm regretting it. So I bought 2 of these. I'm going to try and put them on one part of the layout. Basically, I really want to separate the switch machines from the track power, so when the track power shorts, I can still throw the switch machines. Yes, I have... there are actually 2 of them in here. There's one of them right here over me right now. It's like right up there. And then there's another one on the other side of the room. Because I found if I'm facing that way, that for whatever reason, it doesn't pick things up. So this is a wiring project that is probably going to require some rewiring. Hopefully not the whole shebang, but definitely a portion of the shebang. And yeah, I'm not gonna be too happy about it. They will definitely not be going on top of the layout. That is for sure. But unfortunately, they are probably not going to allow me to maintain the neatness of some of the wiring that I do have on the layout. So my networking issues. I don't know what happened, but I came into the studio on Monday morning and there's an alarm on the space and the alarm is connected to the network. I've got a camera with motion sensing that records everything all the time, and it will set off an alarm and make alarm sounds. I also have a motion sensor and a door sensor and stuff that'll go off. And I came in on Monday and I couldn't shut off any of the alarms. And I didn't know what to do because I wasn't sure what was happening. So I I came inside, you know, the alarm went off. I had turned the volume down enough. It wasn't too bad or whatever. Yeah, so the circuit breaker in the command station is sufficient. The circuit breaker in the command station is sufficient, but everything is on then one circuit breaker. So because I'm going to have multiple people over operating, I want to set it up so that everything isn't on one either on or off thing. So I came in and I found out that for some reason I didn't have internet. So I reset my router and the internet came back on. So everything was fine. And then a half hour later, the internet went out again. So I reset the router again and again. The internet went off again. And I didn't know what was going on. I was, you know, I was looking in everything. I was trying to figure it out. You know, I got the alarms turned off. Like, you know, when I reset the router, like everything was fine. But I kept having these problems and I didn't know what was happening. Somebody actually also asked me this, did I pay my internet bill? And yes, the internet bill was paid. So I went through Monday kind of fighting with the internet because I didn't really have time. I had meetings. I would get halfway through a meeting and my internet connection to my computer would die. So I would have to dial in on my phone. So Monday was just, I was just all stressed out. Couldn't figure out what was going on. Tuesday morning, first thing, I call up Verizon and I was like, can you check out my ONT? I have fiber, so the fiber comes in here via an ONT and then my router's connected to that. I don't know what ONT stands for, don't ask me. So they check everything out and they say, everything's fine. And I'm like, I don't, is it really fine? Oh, so one other thing I did do Monday night is I ordered another router because I ordered it from Amazon, so I can return it. But if I was having a router issue, like I thought maybe the router was like overheating or something was happening with the router. But it was, for some reason or another, it just wasn't getting an IP address. So I talked to, oh, there you go. Somebody knows. Optical Network Terminal. Hey, learn something new. I don't know that I'll remember it. Yes, a backup for the backup. So I bought that Monday night because I'm like stressed out because not only am I having problems with, this is a long story. It's only been 2 minutes so far. Is that? I'm just picturing Holly trying to tell Bernard a story and Bernard going, I'm sorry, Holly, that's just too long of a story. I'm just giving you a hard time, Bernard. Verizon checks out the ONT. Verizon says everything with the ONT is fine. I'm freaking out. I'm checking the I'm checking the logs. Right, I couldn't turn on the bathroom lights. I couldn't turn on the air conditioner. Well, I could. I just flipped the switch. But anyway, it was just so frustrating. So what I ended up eventually doing was I was just resetting the router. I wasn't resetting the ONT because I called Verizon. Verizon said there was nothing wrong with the ONT. And the ONT was giving me an IP address. So I thought it was okay. It wasn't. The moment I've got all the cameras in here unplugged. I turned off my network attached storage. I like disconnected everything just to try and figure it out. Eventually I said, let me just reset the ONT. And it was a little harder. It was a little harder to get to the plug, which is why I didn't do it right away. So what I ended up getting, so I reset the ONT, and now everything works. So I now have a backup router. I may use that router upstairs The router I currently have upstairs is a consumer grade router. What I'm using here in the office are these, this isn't like Cisco Meraki level, but it's a step up from the consumer grade stuff, and it's got, you know, cloud management and all that kind of stuff. So I may put this up in the apartment, but one thing I did get is I got this switch. I am going to connect this switch between the ONT and my UPS. That way, if I do ever reset, if I ever do need to reset the ONT, I will now have a very easy way to just turn it off and turn it back on again. So, you know, lots of purchases. Oh, here, you know, yeah, I forgot. I actually have an eBay package to open. I guess we should open this and probably see what's in there before I go. Yeah, Cisco Meraki's on a whole nother level. It's pretty expensive, way too expensive for what I'm doing here. But I found the TP-Link stuff to be very reliable outside of the issues that I had with Verizon. And you know, I can only do so much. I can only do so much in the world. All right. So here's the package. I'm not going to take all night to open it just because, but one of the things that I am very interested in model railroading, as people know, is operations. This book was written way back in the day by Paul Mallory. If you don't know who Paul Mallory is, I don't know that I can tell you, but I can tell you that the Model Railroad Club in Union, New Jersey was started by Paul Mallory. Paul Mallory did a lot of writing for Karstens as well as a bunch of other companies. He's, you know, a very well written model railroader, but he founded the club, the Model Railroad Club. This book is from it says 1979 Tab Books, copyright 1991 Paul Mallory. So I don't know if it was 91 or what, but it's a book about operations. Yeah, I know, right? Party in the back, Sears in the front. Oh yeah, I used to use the Merlin firmware. I couldn't begin to tell you all the problems I had, but that's another story. Did I see the pull tab on the envelope? Yes. I did see the pull tab on the envelope, but it was easier to get out the scissors. So it's got all these sections on operations. A lot of it is DC based, which, you know, probably isn't the most useful, but I just think it does have some, you know, some good terms, some really good information. And I thought for the amount of money that it was going for, there's some copies on eBay, some copies on Amazon. I think they're the exact same copies. They all use the exact same photo for the book. If you look up the book, every photo is exactly the same. So I do have space for the book because I stopped putting magazines up on that shelf. So there is a shelf. Oh, that is still pointing down. Hold on. Let's tip that up. There is a shelf right here that you can't see really well of books. I used to have all kinds of magazines and stuff on it. I removed all the magazines so that I could, so that I can get more books and stuff like that. Yeah, I know, you know, I get it. I get it. The chapter titles. Are you asking questions because you really want to know? I don't know. Introduction, concept, operators, timetables, orders, signals, waybills, communication, passenger freight, locomotive, maintenance away, auxiliary, physical, glossary, and index. And I do like too that you can kind of go, okay, I want signals, and then you can kind of go right here because of the way it's got the thing. So it's a pretty good little reference book, and I think it'll go pretty well, you know, with something like this, the condensed code of operating rules for model railroaders, which, you know, has some neat rules and stuff if you want to read that. Another good book, you know, would be the Bruce Chubb book. Another book would be the OpSig compendium. But just, I don't know, I think it's fun to learn. I want to know how much has changed over the decades. That's a good question. You know, I guess a lot of it is, well, yeah, DCC was invented, but I think a lot of it too is just, you know, some people wanted to be very prototypical. Other people didn't want to be as prototypical. So I think some, you know, some things that, I was talking to this one layout owner that I operate on, and we were, yeah, the Bruce Chubb book is pretty fantastic. And we were talking about labeling the tracks. Like, I labeled my tracks, you know, 1, 2, 3, so you know which yard track it is. And I labeled it on the tracks. And this one layout owner was saying, like, that's not prototypical. So I'm not going to put the numbers on the tracks. But then his waybills aren't prototypical because he has, it happens. It happens. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. But what was I saying? Oh, I guess he was like, numbering them on the track isn't prototypical, but, you know, you label them on your, you know, on all your maps and everything. But what he does do is his car cards are all color-coded. Not his car cards, his waybills are all color-coded, which isn't prototypical either. So it is interesting how some people will go more prototypical, some people will go more, I guess, sort of freelance, a little bit more relaxed. I like a good mixture. I think if things are a little bit too relaxed, it you know, it cannot be as exciting. I do like a lot of energy in an op session, so I like things that are a little more chaotic, a little less laid back, but, you know, there's got to be a fine line. So, I don't know. I love operations. I got a layout that I have to work on, that I got to get going. I got to stop buying things is what I have to do, and just work with what I got. If I didn't buy anything in the next year, I would have enough stuff in this layout room to finish off this layout. I just, you know, I don't know, I just keep buying stuff. 30 thumbs up. If people would hit the thumbs up on the way out, if you've enjoyed anything, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed anything, hit the thumbs up. I'll be here every week at 9 p.m. Eastern, as long as I can do it. Got a lot of fun stuff coming up in the next month or so. We'll kind of see what happens. There's a book available on eBay. No, are you saying I'm going to sell this book? No. This one I'll probably keep in my library, but yeah, I got some cleaning up to do. A lot of stuff to do. I got to buy a new microphone. Like, I guess I got to buy something else, right? From the city that never sleeps, farewell, model citizens.
It's all about humanity.